자, IIM 정문에 이제 도착했습니다. 예. 인디안 인스티튜트 오브 매니지먼트 뱅갈로르입니다.
MBA 같은.
예. 이제 국영 MBA 같은 것이죠. 여기가 이제 IIM 뱅갈로르에 있는 NSRCEL이라는 이제 기관인데, 여기가 이제 스타트업들을 위한 기관이에요. 예. 그래서 여기에 투자를 하신 분이, 자금 지원하신 분이 인포시스 창업주 6분 중 한 분이에요. 예. 그 전에 이제 인포시스 대표도 하셨고, 예. 그래서 그분이 내가 이제 돈을 많이 벌고 잘 됐으니까 우리 후학들 지원하겠다고 하고 만들었고, 여기 경영대학이 되게 우수하기 때문에 그래서 여기 오게 된 겁니다. 예. 건물 되게 이쁘죠? 예.
Okay, so I'm Shloka. I lead marketing at NSRCEL, which is the startup incubator in IIM Bangalore. We're right now on campus, which is a leading business school in India. We were one of the earliest incubators, so we have startups from across the country and help them grow. These are some of our numbers if you want to see, get a sense of how many founders we've interacted with, how many jobs our founders have created. We work with all kinds of ventures, women founders being a big focus area, climate tech. We also look at emerging sectors like fintech and mobility, and we were also the country's first non-profit incubator. So basically, we help grow ventures that are for-profit or non-for-profit impact ventures.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I translate a little bit this one?
Sorry?
Can I translate a little bit this one in Korea? Yeah. 여기가 그 IIM 뱅갈로르가 거의 인도에서 뭐 거의 최고 수준의 경영대학원이에요. 여기 들어오시는 분도 굉장히 수준이 높고, 여기서 말씀하신 것처럼 창업 보육원 같이 여기서 운영하는 창업센터예요. 예, 인큐베이팅 하시는 거예요. 예, 저기 보시면은 얼마나 많은 그 창업자들을 도와줬고, 얼마나 많은 벤처들을 멘토링 했는지, 그 다음에 얼마나 많은 일자리를 만들었는지, 인큐베이티드 된 벤처는 몇 개나 되는지 이렇게 말씀하셨고, 제가 따로 찾아본 걸로는 여기 출신 기업들이 잘된 기업들의 시가총액이 10조가 넘는데요. 그래서 어마어마한 곳에 지금 저희가 와 있는 겁니다.
Yeah, so the institute has been there for about 50 years now, over 50 years, and the incubator has been there for over 20 years. And we were started by one of the founders of Infosys.
Yeah.
You know of Infosys?
Yeah.
Mr. NS Raghavan. So he was one of the 7 founders of Infosys, and he actually thought of this idea of creating a safe space for founders to test their ideas and grow a business. And that's why it's NS Raghavan Center of Entrepreneurial Learning, and that's how NSRCEL. This is the incubator. I'll maybe walk you through the incubator and the campus, and then we'll line up with some founders for you to meet. We're having a meetup actually down the road in another location. We could probably go there and meet a lot of the founders.
Okay.
We're having a pitch day as well there.
All right.
So whenever you're ready, we can do a walkthrough here and then.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah. Okay.
And if you have any questions, let me know. I'll be happy to answer them.
Actually, I want to look around at this facility. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So this is our calendar of events. We keep doing a bunch of workshops and sessions. Many of them are open for everyone who wants to start up. We actually have some fintech things going on. We have something in circular economy. Some master classes as well, among the others. And this is the space itself. This is a give and take board. We've noticed that a lot of founders benefit from helping and offering help to each other. So if you look at each of these post-its, you'll see people offering help or looking for a specific solution. It was inspired by the book Give and Take by Adam Grant.
Yeah.
Because we feel the best part about a community is when they help each other.
Yeah.
And that's how this came about. And you see a lot of team members actually sit
Yeah.
out of here. And this is the B school. So we see people come in. We see students sometimes come in, founders find their requests here or just write something that they might want to offer.
Yeah, incredible. 여기에서 일하시는 분들이 뭔가 필요한 게 있고 하면 여기다 이렇게 붙여놓으면은 여기 계신 분들이 서로 도와주는 거예요. 사람이 질문 보니까 사람이 필요할 때도 있고 어떤 기술이 필요한 것도 있고 여기 보시면은 looking for AI automation 요게 필요해서 이분한테 연락 달라. Yeah. 그러면은 서로 커뮤니케이션 하고 도와주는. 예.
So you see someone saying they want to offer mental health support,
Yeah.
need help with marketing for data solutions.
Yeah.
A lot of phone numbers here.
예,
So,
예.
yeah.
멘탈 헬스까지 내가 좀 정신적으로 힘들다 도와달라 그런 내용까지 있어요. 너무 멋집니다. 예. 예. So I want to ask you,
Yes.
what kind of person can come here?
Any venture or any founder who's looking to get help for their business.
Oh, really?
Irrespective of sector, irrespective of stage they might be at.
Yeah.
It helps if they've had some work on it. If it's not just an idea or in a presentation, it helps if they have some work. But we work with all kinds of founders, right from ideation, early product,
Yeah.
early revenue, to those who want to scale up as well. So all kinds. I think thanks to COVID, all the intervention that we have for the founder,
All right.
whether it's mentoring, whether it's access to the larger community, whether it's
Yeah.
access to faculty, whether it's access to all the sector experts that we have on board, has all moved online.
Okay.
So they don't have to be in Bangalore or on campus to be able to get access.
Okay.
A lot of our interactions happen online. We do have some boot camps where they fly down,
Yeah.
but largely any kind of founder who wants help can get access here. In fact, we've had ventures from overseas who want to launch into India also consider
Wow. Yeah.
NSRCEL to be able to do that because
Yeah.
we have expert in growing your business in India.
Yeah.
So if you are a venture in Korea, you can also.
Okay.
we
Yeah,
have
that sounds very good.
We've
Yeah.
had a couple of ventures
Yeah.
do that as well.
지금 말씀하시는 게 여기 IIM 벵갈로르 학생한테만 하는 게 아니라 모든 사람한테 열려 있고 한국 벤처가 인도에 진출하고 싶을 때도 도와주신대요. 어메이징한 곳입니다.
어떤 부분을 보여주세요?
그러니까 인도에서 비즈니스를 할 수 있게 어떤 게 필요하고 예,
이 대학원에 있는 구성원들이
한테만 열려 있는 곳이 아니라 사실상 모든 사람한테 열려 있는 오픈된 스페이스라는 거죠. This is very open space, right?
Yes. So the campus is a 100-acre campus.
Wow.
And the center is part of the larger campus.
Yeah,
so you
yeah.
see a lot of classrooms, workshops, and
Yeah.
things like that happen there. The academic side, literally on the other side.
Okay.
And this is the startup incubator.
Okay.
This is where founders, and you don't have to be part of the school to
Yeah.
be part of NSRCEL.
Yeah.
You don't have to do anything with the MBA from the other side, but it always helps to cross-pollinate ideas. Sometimes our startups are looking for talent from the other side, and of course, a lot of times academics are looking for startups to
Yeah.
be able to test out something that they're teaching in class. So there's a lot of exchange of ideas,
Yeah.
but we are part of the larger IIMB community.
오케이, 굿. 이게 이제 여기 유명한 경영대학원이 있고 또 여기 스타트업 센터가 있잖아요. 이게 서로 교류를 많이 해가지고 서로 필요한 걸 지원해주고 하기 때문에 훨씬 더 잘 성장할 수 있는 그런 환경이 있는 것 같습니다.
지금 말씀 주신 거는 요 NSR이라는
예, NSRCEL. NSR stand for 사람 이름이에요. 예,
And this is IIMB though.
예, IIMB. 예. Thank you.
You can go from here. Hey, how are you?
Good, yeah. How are you?
She's one of our founders actually.
Oh yeah, good to see you,
Same
ma'am.
here, same here,
Yeah.
same
She has a health tech venture. You want
Yeah.
to maybe tell them about
Yeah, sure. So I run a Kifaiti Health. That's a health tech startup.
Yeah.
So we basically do disease management for chronic kidney disease patients.
All right.
It's a software-based solution where it's an interface between the patients and the nephrologist.
Yes.
Right now, the app is live, like the software aspect is live. We are also
Yeah.
working on a patch, dialysis patch, which
Yeah,
will
yeah.
be a smart patch meant for dialysis patients
Yeah.
to track vitals.
All right.
Continuous monitoring of
Yeah,
vitals.
yeah.
So that would add the a medical device to a software solution.
Wow.
Basically creating the entire platform where there is timely intervention, hospitalization is reduced. So yeah.
That
that's what
sounds
we do.
good. 그러니까 패치를 만드시는데 패치로 건강 상태를 체크해가지고 그 디바이스랑 소프트웨어를 연결해가지고 환자 상태를 계속 볼 수 있게 하는 그런 솔루션을 만들고 계신다고 합니다. Very good.
Thank you.
Yeah, can I ask your name again?
Mansi,
Mansi, and your company name?
Kifaiti Health.
Keep
Kifaiti
Health.
Health. So Kifaiti in Hindi means, or Urdu, it's a Urdu word,
Yeah.
which means value for money.
Value for money.
So basically, when anyone becomes a chronic kidney disease patient, it's
Yeah.
a lifelong chronic condition.
Yeah.
And of course, there's a lot of money spent on,
Yeah, yes,
on the
correct.
maintenance of kidney.
Yeah.
So my father-in-law was the CKD patient. That's
Yeah,
how
yeah.
the entire journey started. So we came up with this idea that we have to provide services which are easy on pocket for the patient, and at the
Alright.
same time we reduce the overall healthcare cost for the family and the patient. So that's why Kifaiti.
Yeah, 그 사명이 우드어로, 그러니까 인도 다른 이제 언어로 돈을 이제 세이브하는 뜻이래요. 그러니까 가족 중에 이제 아프신 분이 있어가지고 이 일을 시작하게 되셨고, 굉장히 저비용으로 건강 관리를 할 수 있는 플랫폼을 만들고 계시다고 합니다. That sounds very, very good. Great.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. Nice meeting.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from Korea.
Korea. Yeah. Okay. So you're visiting campus as
Meeting the founders as well.
nice.
Yeah. Thank you.
Nice,
Good to
nice
see you,
meeting
ma'am.
you.
Yeah.
Same here. All the best for your journey.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye. Thank you. Have a good day.
Yeah. Have a good day. Yeah.
So I think technology in India is become accessible to a lot of people. What you would pay for mobile data in India versus any other country is much lesser. So different parts of India, whether it's rural India, upcoming cities, big cities like Bangalore and Delhi, you'll see a lot of people have access to the internet, which has become a big enabler. So you see payments be very easy.
Yeah.
You saw that people are using the phone very actively here. Even if you're buying things off of a street vendor, if you are walking into the airport, technology has become a big enabler
Yeah.
for that. We've seen a lot of startups actually move that ahead. You would have heard of Zomato, you've heard of Ola, you've heard of a lot of Indian apps that are doing really well, have become unicorns, have gotten even listed
Yeah.
in the stock market, and they are changing how we operate on a daily basis. Today, if I want something delivered in 10 minutes, that's become possible because of technology,
Yeah.
because of startups in India. And we've seen a lot of enabling factors for access to education, for access to
Yeah.
digital banking, things
Yeah.
like that have become a lot easier because of technology.
That sounds cool. Yeah.
Happy to answer any question.
Yeah.
그리고
One more question.
본인이 생각하시기에 인도가 지금처럼 IT 관련해서 되게 강국이 될 수 있었던 이유는
Yeah.
뭘까?
He asking, what is the main point India can be the very nice digital country?
I think education is not a barrier here because a lot of the technology has been adopted to Indians irrespective of which social strata, which education background they might be in. It's become a way of bridging the gap. What traditional banking would have taken 47 years in India to do, a UPI, which is a product of a digital product that the government supported and so on, collapsed and was able to achieve what 47 years was able to do in just about 7 years.
Yeah.
So we've seen that India has the differentiator of scale, access, because internet is very easy to get, and also typically other countries, other startups across the world, for them their best case scenario is maybe getting acquired by a larger company or getting bought out and so on. But here any kind of problem has people to want to buy into it, so you've got a market size that can actually scale your venture to
Yeah.
much bigger heights. So I think that, and the fact that we've got a very young population that's growing as
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
it's become a big enabler for us compared to some of our other Asian
Yes.
friends.
Yeah.
Which companies or startup in India's digital industry are you most interested in?
Which I'm most interested in. There are a bunch of them actually. I'm very interested in products that, like Zomato, that have put us on the global map. Definitely looking at ventures that are using tech to solve problems at grassroots. We've seen a lot of tech ventures helping with education in tier 2 and tier 3 cities and rural parts of the country. So products or services that are solving for India are very interesting to me. We've seen a lot of folks build for the globe as well. We've seen one of our ventures called Amagi, which is a unicorn, which has got clientele across the world. While that is interesting, I also find ventures that are building for Indian problems be the next big thing for us. Quick commerce is something that's doing really well in India. You would have heard of Blinkit, Zepto. They are enabling 10-minute delivery for anything from chocolates to a refrigerator to a flat screen TV. You can get it in 10 minutes, and I think that is unlike any other country that
Yes,
that
correct.
we know of,
Yeah.
right? A lot of countries have tech, but I think we've got population density, we've got tech, and we've got the right amount of talent to be able to deliver products end to end. And I think Indians themselves also have a lot of pride in products that are building for the country and from here. So it's a very exciting place to be right now. Yes.
That sounds good.
So hi, my name is Gracie. I work at NSRCEL. I mostly look into the revenue stage incubation programs, specifically in the sectors of the emerging ones like AI, deep tech, if you can like healthcare, and in terms of platform businesses and the consumer tech, which are actually emerging right now in India. I mostly look into I mostly look into the founders and like how the portfolio should look like and what kind of startups we should incubate. Those are my key KPIs, maybe if I have to say. We help them in the business model side of things, mostly in the GTM, fundraising, and if you can say what should be the pricing, how exactly they can go from X to Y, throughout the incubation program. In that time period of 1 year of incubation, mostly 6 to 9 months, that how we engage with them. Yeah, that's the part. Yes, so far at NSRCEL, I have maybe interacted with 100 plus founders so far, and it's every day it's a new challenge, like new conversation that we get to know and new learnings as well in a way, like what the founders are facing, what kind of challenges are they facing on the grounds, and what's the new thing that we should help them out with in the business side of things. Maybe that's like B2B product marketing. Maybe that should be something on the lens how the storytelling should be there for an enterprise company. If someone is in the B2B businesses, because B2C is really there out, but the storytelling, the sales strategy for a B2B is something that we are also focusing on. Deep techs and the solutions that the corporates are also needing from the startups, like how we can actually, bring all the ecosystem together, will shrink the ecosystem. That's the whole goal is towards that.
Okay, so she helped the founders here,
Yes.
and using her, background AI.
Yes, and she also works in identifying the right founder for us.
Wow, thank you very much. You're super smart. Yeah.
Thanks for the validation, yeah.
What is the main point India digital industry is getting bigger and bigger?
This is the main point.
Yeah, why India digital industry is growing very well? Because of people or ecosystem or
There are, I guess I will answer in bits and pieces maybe, then you can join it down or something. What I feel like my perspective, first one is post globalization and all those things coming into place, we have got enough opportunities to figure out the gaps that the Indians have, the Indian consumers have with the global consumers in a way. That is one way. So when you identify the opportunities, you actually build for the billions rather than just sticking yourself to the only limited market. That is one bit. So we are always building solutions which can be helpful at the end of the day to the global markets. We like build at home and sell it to the US or sell it to the other expanded markets, right?
Yeah.
That is one bit. So identify the gaps is one bit. Like post where the policies have like globalization has come into place. A lot of liberalization policies and many industries, and when we call other market players and incumbents to our India for their R&D to set their R&D,
Yeah.
we also generate in a way employment. Obviously it compounds in a way, right? Like education has been compounded. Like so, in a way, everything is affected. You upskill people. You in a way like give them opportunities to go outside world and then experience and then bring those solutions come up and then create something from the own, like from the research and development. So that is one bit. Along with that, there is a lot of going on around horizontals and verticals, right? So the major players are in the horizontals. They have already built the solution, but there are a lot of gaps or touch points which are there, which has been identified by the startup founders. So they come into picture only to specifically only solve for customer support, or only to solve for giving the feedbacks after the experience has been done, or something on those lines, right? Or only to solve for procurement, or only to solve for maybe content, all those lines. So everyone is solving for one niche areas.
Yeah.
So people have figured out their niche, and then their startups are there. So I guess that is one bit that is one bit I guess giving them enough opportunities to maybe identify those gaps is like what I guess India has figured out in this whole maybe in 10 to 15 years.
Yeah.
And consumptions have been changed throughout the years. People have it was if you notice every 5 to 10 years a new innovation was coming into place, but right now it's every 2 years we are seeking a new innovation.
Yeah.
So that cycle has been changing. So every 2 years you see a new consumption pattern, a new set of audience in place to cater to. So that brings a lot of new opportunities to also build startups.
All right.
That is one bit, I guess.
I think your point is India has a lot of opportunities. Yeah.
Which digital technology sector are growing fastest in India, you think?
Which technology sectors? If I were to pick top 5 maybe, that are the you should focus on and miss. Basically, one is healthcare for sure. One is deep tech, which is not a technology, but it's a technology, but it cuts across the sectors in biotech or in something in manufacturing, in industry 4.0, all those lens. Then consumer tech for sure, because how the people are there. Consumer tech for sure, yes. In those are the bits and pieces of touch points are there that a customer needs, and since the consumption pattern has been evolved to personalization right now, so consumer tech for sure. Yes. I guess in tech AI is also Gen AI and all those things, but also AI as a language models it's there, but AI as a Gen AI needs to be looked upon, which is even I am also looking into how Gen AI will evolve, in terms of video or in terms of media. Those are the lens, because a lot of opportunities are there in storytelling. That's one bit. For sure. Fifth mode of transport, maybe drones. That is one bit, robotics and drones for sure. That comes under deep tech in a way, but that's one bit for sure.
How about fintech?
Fintech, yes. A lot of grey area regulations are there, but fintech has a lot of opportunities. If I have to say, tokenization is coming into place, and then how we can evolve in Web3. That is one bit we should look upon for sure, because equity markets and all those, they have already lending and serving to the underserved. Those are already in place for sure. But how we can capture more of tier 2, tier 3 markets, they are obviously the solutions are there already. but in a way how we can capture the newest markets. Like remember like how MasterCards come into place, like how credit cards come into place. Well, we were just credit card was actually an innovation for us. So similarly, maybe Web3 would be an innovation for us as well. Something on this tokenization, Web3, alternate. So that would be the lens also in fintech.
Thank you. Can I ask you about you investing in Indian stock market or not?
Indian stock market?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, not sure.
Well,
She's
I don't go so deep, but yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Do you have any willing to invest in Indian stock market or
Yeah.
venture capital or something?
My net worth is not like I can invest in some startups or like as a VC or something.
Yeah.
But angel invest. But if I have to, yes, I do invest in SIPs like mutual funds. Yeah, those are the lens like as per my capacity.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do research and invest in few of the startups that I built. Like the way I am saying which are all the emerging sectors, the similar lens I see like if something on the healthcare sector, if something is booming, or like in the pharmaceuticals, if something is booming, I do invest in those equity stocks. So yeah, I do my research and then I just invest. Yeah, and also just to answer in the previous lens, fintech will actually be booming because fintech literacy is also something that this Indian audience and all the markets actually need. The fintech education or something about like how to judiciously actually capitalize all the money that you have in your account, how to plan your future. All those lens people need to be educated on. So yeah, fintech will actually, in terms of education for sure, but in terms of how the next big thing should be there. Where are extra new things we can do, how debt can be done, how we can actually maybe invest in bonds. Those are the lens also.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah.
네.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
여기다 슬레이트 한 번만 부탁드릴게요. 요 앞에서. 네. 네.
Yeah.
끊을게요.